All right, all right, all right. Good evening. Welcome to I Am Sure Sports. I am Manning's man. Yes, indeed. And we are going to get going very quickly today because we'll be having Mr. Dennis Chung, who was he's the General Secretary for the Jamaica Football Federation. And we have him on as we want to look at the most recent matter in local football. It is the matter of the Jamaica Referees Association withdrawing their services from the games that were scheduled for Sunday and Monday because of outstanding payments going back to 3 months. And we have come to understand that all of that money has been paid up, and that was an amount of approximately 8.6 million Jamaican dollars. So there is also all indication that the games are scheduled for tomorrow, the midweek games, and those for Thursday will be played. So I have Mr. Dennis Chung online with me this evening. Mr. Chung, good afternoon. Welcome to I Am Sure
Yeah,
Sports.
man. Yeah, man. How you doing, man?
Giving thanks, I just celebrated a big victory for the Arsenal, 7-1 in the Champions League.
You just celebrated a rare victory. Man. Go ahead.
Yeah, man. But I just want you to give us your take on the resolution and what we can do as well to kind of prevent these things from happening. We understand that in times past, for example, the Jamaica Football Federation was the group or the entity that paid the referees. That has changed, and now we have seen something like this where there were outstanding payment. But credit to the PFJL who worked assiduously through their sponsors to kind of resolve the matter without JFF intervention per se. So talk to the people and let us know your take on it and where things stand as we speak right now.
Yeah, so just to say that the MOU with PFJL, which I had inherited, was that JFF would pay for the officials for the first 2 years of the PFJL existence, which was done. So the PFJL has been paying now for over a year. And I think things have been going pretty fairly well. I think that's what transpired. I actually found out about the situation on Saturday, right? And there were some discussions, including the PFJL on the weekend, and the referees. And I think it boiled down to some communication issues, to be honest, apart from the fact that the money was owing, boiled down to communication issues. And let me first, management also say that, we totally understand the situation with the referees, and, they have always given everything, it's not the first time they owed money. I know when I came to the JFF, they were owed a significant amount of money, and we've cleared it up. We've basically paid up all the referees now, and as well as all our other bills. But enough respect to them, and they have always supported the playing of football. So on Saturday, and this is instrumental, on Saturday, the chairman of the PFJ, Chris Williams, was on the call, and he said he made a commitment to the group that was there, which was myself, the head of referees, in JFF, Cardella, the director in charge, Patrick Malcolm. The group of referees were there also, led by Valdin Legister and Peter Prendergast. And he made a commitment then that he would have worked the phones with the sponsors, because he said that there was money that was due, but he would just try and get in a little earlier. And, a lot of credit to him. He did that, and we were able to settle the monies that were owed today. And I think that is all that was asked of the referees. So a lot of credit to them. And what I'm what I'm very happy about, management, is that, some people think that settling something is saying, well, as it has happened in the past, we've seen, well, I have a problem. So they reach out to an organization like JFF and say, do this for me, right? But in this case, what happened is that PFGL independently settled it. And I think that was good. I think that is the direction that we need to move in as an industry, so that the independence is at the organization level and at the club level. So everything is settled now, and the games will be played. There's one game on for tomorrow. I think about 6 for Thursday. So everything is settled now, as well, that ends well. And I think that going forward, what is needed is greater communication, right? And planning, and I emphasize all the time the importance of communication and budgeting. It's critical. That is really what has helped us also. And it's resolved. So I should be happy. Football is back, and I think that there are lessons learned from it, which we should always take from it, and we'll have to work to make sure it don't happen again.
Which is what I want to ask now, from a JFF perspective. What mechanism does the federation itself have in place to have some awareness, at least, that these things are not being done based on the MOU with the operation of the league, so that it doesn't get to a 3 month? Is there anything in place where the leadership of the Jamaica Football Federation is privy to the financial operation obligations in terms of payment in the JPL, so that if sponsors are not coming through with sponsorship, and teams need to get money, referees need to get money, venues need to be paid for, that the JFF at least have some information that earlier intervention can be made? What mechanisms are there, or what needs to be put in place to kind of lift the level of accountability from a JFF perspective?
Yeah, well, we will need to have discussions with PFGL on that. But the truth is that under the MOU, the obligations are that audited financial statements were provided to us 90 days after the year end, and also that a business plan be provided for us. So there's no requirement for any monthly financial statements or any update in terms of how the league is running. All right. So I think what we'd have to do is have discussion with, I think, we've had a good working relationship, especially coming out of, what happened over the weekend. We work very closely on it. And I think that we can continue that and just put some mechanisms in place, even though it's not an MOU, to say, well, hey, let's have consistent dialogue, and if there's any issue that arises, we really need to receive some formal communication, in a proactive manner to ensure that these things don't happen.
There you go, because I mean, just for persons, and I know that you're not a person who go by hearsay, but why I ask that, because there also out there information that some of what is supposed to be allocated to teams have not been paid over to them, right? In terms of, so that is why I asked that question, because could there be other things that maybe if the federation were to know, they would be able to help with early intervention. You understand me? So something else doesn't happen, and there is constant disruption of the league. So I think that's a worthwhile discussion, because I believe, as the oversight body for all football in the country, the highest league, there needs to be something within the structure of the league that gives the federation clear outlines, at least every other month, as to where things are with clubs and the finances. I don't know how you feel about that.
Yeah, well, I agree. I think that, as I said, we need to have some discussions in terms of, how we can enhance the inclusiveness. And I'm not going to say reporting, because I think that, from my perspective, I think that the PFGL is capable of running its affairs, and what we want is observance for the MOU. I point out, though, management, right? And this is very important to understand. And I've told a few of them, when they come from the clubs, that I told them, I said to them, you are directors of the PFGL. So you can, you need to ensure that you make the decisions too, and ensure that things are in favor, because they are the directors, and the board of the directors.
I think we're losing you a little bit, Mr. Chow, because you're moving. So, are you still there, Mr. Chow? All right, I think he's moving. So let's hope that he can. All right, you're breaking up.
I'm here. You hearing me?
I'm hearing you now. Go ahead.
You hearing me?
Right, we're hearing you now.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, man. So I'm saying that I said to them that you are directors of the organization. As directors of the organization, that is a significant power, right? Because directors can request information, directors can raise issues, directors can call meetings, right? So when we sit down and meet with PFG, we really are meeting with our clubs also. Our clubs are directors of the organization. Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yes, because the clubs, like Brian just said, the clubs actually own the PFJL.
Right. So, I mean, if you are the director of an organization,
I think, Mr. Chung, I think you're making a very good point. But the line, I don't know. I know you're probably in a private jet heading home right now, or the helicopter. So you're probably passing some smog in the ear right there. So
I'm hearing you. I'm hearing you very well.
Yeah, because I am sitting down, but because you're flying, it's a little bit difficult. So what I wanted to find out, if we can just hang up and then call back.
It looks like the Arsenal which you get your head,
Maybe. So let's just hang up. Let's hang up and then I'll call you back right away and see if we can fix this.
Yeah, man. Cool.
All right, because we don't want to lose that. We don't want to lose that thought right there. I think that's a very important point right there. So let me just call back Mr. Chung right away, so we can make sure we're hearing clearly what he said. Yes. We're hearing it clear now. Look like the helicopter's landed. Yeah, man. Go ahead now.
Yeah, so I'm saying that they are the owners are the directors. The clubs are the owners of the PFGL and the directors.
Yeah.
So they are the ones at the end of the day, and this is what people need to understand. At the end of the day, whatever happens in an organization, it is the responsibility of the directors.
Yes, absolutely.
Right? And that's what people need to understand. And I expect that directors also will take a very active role in ensuring that the policies and the ultimate actions that are in place, right, are guided by them. Because that's important. And to understand, directors have the responsibility, the power to receive information, right, under the Companies Act. They have the power to request information and also to call meetings. Directors can call meetings, even outside of scheduled meetings. So, the JFF will always interact with the PFGL and ensure that, the things are in place. But an important part of it is for them to understand that when we have an MOU with the PFGL, the MOU is really with the clubs because they're the owners.
Yes.
You understand?
Yes, that is correct. It is really with the clubs, because the clubs, like I said, form the PFGL. So it's really the clubs that everything goes
right.
Yeah, totally.
Right.
Makes a whole lot of sense. All right. So, well, like I said, Chris Williams, as the chairman, he said he went out, and they did get the sponsorship. So the games are on. It didn't, because there are also rumors out there that the Jamaica Football Federation would have needed to step in and pay the money. So it is good when the MA don't have to pay the money, but the organization itself, the PFJL, can go out and interact with sponsors so that the payments can be made. So that's very that's
man.
a
I
big
think it's
thing,
a
and
sign
and, and,
of
and Mr.
of
Williams and
course.
his team must be commended
Yeah, yeah,
for
yeah.
finding the
I think yeah, man. It's a sign of a maturing organization, and it shows some amount of leadership for that to happen, because in the past we're used to whatever is football or whatever, somebody to have something on themselves, them just call on an organization and say, boy, can we have so and so? So I think it shows some amount of maturity. So that's good. And Chris and his team should be commended for it.
Absolutely. I know that there is a press release that they sent out that once I'm finished with this, then I'll get to it. But the other thing that is out there is, and I know we had a brief conversation, because I think people need to understand like the JFF's role, because like with what is happening in St. Catherine football, which is a team was removed from the league by the association there.
Mm-hmm.
And what happened after that, the team took it to court. The court said that what was done was not in keeping with FIFA's constitution anymore, which is the team was taken out of the league because they had brought the association to court. All right, now the league in St. Catherine has been stopped because of this. So my question is, does the JFF have a role in this, or the JFF is not supposed to be involved in the operation of the parishes per se? So the parishes, though they are affiliated to the MA, what role does the JFF play, and are these matters that the JFF can intervene in, or FIFA don't allow you to do that?
All right, so let me tell you, we actually had a meeting, and it was based on my interpretation with some advice, legal advice, when you look at the Constitution. So my position has always been that the JFF cannot interfere in the operations of parishes, right? And that the recourse that a club has is to the organization that they belong to. There must be a process. So like JFF has a disciplinary process, an appeal process, and all of that, right? And the meeting that we had with CONCACAF also verified that. They're saying, listen, JFF, your member is the MA. You can give advice to the MA and ensure that they adhere to their constitution, but you should not get involved. And the same thing with FIFA. FIFA does not interfere in the operation
of the MA. Okay.
No, they will give advice. If FIFA, the only time FIFA gets involved in the operation for MA, is when they take it over. Right? So I think normalization.
Okay, so outside of normalization, they just serve as an advisory.
They serve in an advisory capacity, and that's how it should be. Because look at it this way, from a practical point of view, if JFF or FIFA were to get involved in operations, can you imagine how many operations they might get involved in? It's quite possible they could be.
Yeah, because that would be 14 parishes that you probably would have to get, or probably 13 that you'd have to get in.
Yeah, right. So and if FIFA were to do that, you know how much they would have to get involved in. So the advice from CONCACAF is, listen, you can give advice, right, and guide your member, make sure that your member gets the support. But we don't going to get involved in and say to the member, you need to do this, because we can't overstep that.
Yeah, but wouldn't they, because like I said, the parish association, and this is coming back from the election, felt like the club had no place according to FIFA laws or rules, what govern FIFA, to take any matter to the public court system concerning football. That is what the parish made its ruling on. So how did the parish come by that ruling? Because shouldn't the parish, whatever they have in their constitution, be guided by what is in the constitution of the Jamaica Football Federation, that would also be in keeping with what is in the overall FIFA constitution. So the JFF cannot have something that goes against something in FIFA's constitution, in their own constitution. And so a parish can't have something in their constitution that goes against the JFF constitution.
No, well, you're right. So we couldn't have something that overrules the FIFA constitution because we're members of FIFA, right? Similarly, the parish would not have anything that goes against our constitution as it relates to interaction with us and the parish. Now, I mean, it doesn't mean that in relation to the parish and a member that they actually have everything that is in our constitution.
Right. Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I don't know what the situation is and the legal interpretation. I would expect that the parish would have taken advice in terms of their deliberations. So I don't have any.
So, because
I'm not doubting what
there was a ruling. So the newspaper ruling said the decision by the parish to remove the club, Royal Lake, and the reason why Royal Lake was removed is because Royal Lake had taken the parish to court. The parish said, because you took us to court, according to FIFA rules, you cannot bring an association or the federation to court and still participate. The court said that was removed from FIFA's constitution. Like
removed from FIFA's constitution?
From 2007 or 17. It was removed, so it's no longer in FIFA's constitution. So you can actually a club can bring like the JFF to court. No. If there's something, because there's nothing in the FIFA constitution. So that is what is happening now in St. Catherine. You the court has ruled that St. Catherine never had a case to remove the team because it is no longer a part of the FIFA constitution that you can't bring them to court.
The first time I hear it like that, man, to be honest with you.
Oh.
So I'd have to look at that. Yeah. I mean, and I'm not a legal mind, so I'd have to look at that.
Which is why I asked the question, because I'm saying that how would a parish come by that rule? Because remember, if you go back to the election, persons took the JFF matters to court. Remember that. And they were not,
man.
It did not disband them from participation, which means you can actually take the MA to court. What St. Catherine is saying.
It did not disband them from participation in what?
So they can still if they were part of clubs, they can still participate in football as a club, even though they took matters to court. So, right? It has not.
But nobody who was a member took JFF to court.
So nobody was a
member. No member took JFF to court,
Okay, so no member can take the JFF to court.
Well, the Constitution, and as I read it at the time, right, and I hear you on the ruling, but I never see that.
Yeah.
It says that, and I think I read the latest Constitution that members of FIFA will not go to any ordinary court, right? Which is a court of land. What FIFA says is you go through the disciplinary procedures, right? And if you're not satisfied, you go to the court of arbitration for sports. That is what the FIFA constitution says.
Let me read, because you know that one of the things that I learned from you, in all of these dialogues, is that you always mention the Constitution. All right.
Yeah.
So
So look at the JFF Constitution, because I'm sure we have it in the JFF Constitution that you should only go to CAS.
To CAS. All right. So listen what this says.
Yeah.
Section 28. This is the Constitution of Jamaica is predicated on the proposition that any citizen can approach the court to have a legal issue settled by the court.
That's a Constitution of Jamaica.
Okay. All right, that's a Constitution.
Right,
all right. So the JFF membership of FIFA, which is a private organization, cannot have the effect of overriding the Constitution of Jamaica. Such a proposition is not just untenable. Yeah. It is a legal impossibility.
No.
Yes.
So I agree with you. It cannot override the Constitution of the land.
Okay.
Right? But certainly, what can happen is that based on the fact that you put it in your Constitution and people sign to the Constitution, you can then possibly reconsider membership based on that.
All right.
Because remember, when someone accepts, they accept based on the Constitution. And if you look at section, I think is 13, member obligation. So members who sign on and read the member obligations, and that's the important thing, says that you will accept the Constitution of JFF, CONCACAF, and FIFA. So if you look at the members' obligation, that is the section now that gives you the authority or to say you have breached your obligation.
All right.
So I don't know what.
All right. So let me read this, because this is actually what came out of the court. So and I'm not going, because I think you need to look at the court document.
Bear in mind that which court document you mean related to St. Catherine?
Yes, I don't, because you don't have all the information. I think it's unfair to kind of. I think you need to.
So bear in mind that St. Catherine Constitution is different from ours. So the court will be looking at a ruling based on St. Catherine Constitution. So I don't. I couldn't comment on it.
Yeah, true, but the court did not make the decision based on what is in the St. Catherine Constitution. They made it based on what was removed from FIFA's Constitution. So it says, Section 20, within open and close bracket 2, the Constitution of Jamaica is predicated on the proposition that any citizen can approach the court to have a legal issue settled by the court. It says, I am not aware of any legal principle by which a person can be forced to give up a fundamental human right, namely access to the court of Jamaica, a right guaranteed by the Constitution of Jamaica in order to be a member of an unincorporated body. You hear me? It says, a citizen cannot be forced to contract out of fundamental rights as a condition of membership of any organization. These are rights that the Constitution says every person must have, whether he wants them or not. Waiving a right is not the same as being told you cannot exercise the right at all if you wish to be a member of an organization. If Ms. Cummings' underlining proposition is correct, namely, in order to be a member of an association, the association can demand that the applicant gives up a fundamental human right as distinct from delaying the exercise of the right, then that would be opening the gateway to abuse and tyranny or tyranny. This is not to say that CASAFA, JFF, and FIFA are abusive and tyrannical association, but the road to abuse often begins with the exclusion of independent scrutiny, particularly judicial scrutiny.
Right.
So I'd love for you to really probably go through this and come back and talk to the people, because I found it strange that St. Catherine could be doing something that JFF can't even do.
So Mannings, man, I mean, I hear that and I read that, right?
Okay.
Now, what you have to understand about law is that law is developing all the while. And
Okay.
I don't, so a lawyer would have to look at this, but you know that there are laws sometimes that are there that are changed based on rulings that come up after.
Okay. Okay. True.
You
Yeah.
understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I can't comment on that, right? But what I'm saying is that I can tell you what the Constitution of FIFA says, right? I can tell you what the Constitution of JFF says, and I can tell you what the member obligation is
Okay.
under JFF, and that is what you would rule based on. Now, remember that if someone takes an action in contravention of the Constitution, then the Constitution, I think in section 56 or something, goes on to mention the disciplinary and appeal process. So it's not a matter of that
Right.
somebody just do something like that. If you breach something, there's a process that you go through after that. You have to go through a process in order to ensure that you have a fair hearing.
Absolutely. It
You
makes
understand?
makes sense.
Yeah. So I don't know what is developing in terms of the law. People test laws. Just like how a government might want to introduce something. You remember the situation with NITS?
Yeah.
You understand? And the Constitutional Court ruled on it. So these things happen.
Okay.
These things happen.
Yeah. But like I said, that it would be good if you could get some more information on what actually transpired in St. Catherine, and then once you're more aware of all the ramifications, then if you could come back and talk to us on that matter, then that would be important. But there's also the matter of the which is very more closer to your heart, the senior team having Gold Cup qualifiers, the 21st and the 25th in Jamaica, and I think a decision has been made for the game to be played at Sabina Park. Why don't you tell the people about that? Just give them a little bit about it in terms of timing and what led to that decision, because we realize that Cavaliers have actually, the field seem like they are getting the field together for the Cavaliers game. So what is preventing, people will ask, the senior team from playing there?
All right. The primary reason for us is because champs start on that day. Champs start on the 25th. So when we spoke with Issa was saying we are willing to give up the venue for you to play. However, the problem is that the stadium would have been branded out already, right? And it would have been extremely difficult to remove the branding and then put the branding on. It would have been a costly activity. So we decided that the best thing for us to do was to go to Sabina. In fact, we had thought about Sabina before. Sabina initially was not available, but then they said yes, and that's why we went to Sabina. So that was the only reason, really, because champs start on the 25th.
Yeah, all right, so fine, Sabina Park and thing, but there's also the matter of, I know that there's a cricket match that is supposed to happen. Will that affect anything in terms of the preparation, or everything is on board and people can look forward to some good football down there at Sabina Park as the Reggae Boys take on St. Vincent and the Grenadines? Because I know that
we're looking we're looking forward to some good football. We know about the cricket match, but we're told that everything will be good.
All right. And then one of the final matter, this is a question that has been out there. So we have had a U17 girls, U17 boys, U20 girls, 3 teams that had opportunity to qualify for World Cups, basically knocked out. And I mean, one of the biggest cry has always been when our U teams have failed over the last, probably I would say 4 years, we have not heard from either male or female, like coaches coming out. We don't hear of reports. There is nothing that is really shared. And of course, persons like me come under a lot of pressure. Where are the coaches? Why we haven't heard anything? Is there, you believe, I don't want to say obligation, but is there anything in the contract or the expectation of the coaches within the system of our football that at the end of a campaign, failure or a success, there is a, some sort of discourse with the public, because leading up to the campaign, there is conversation. But especially when there is a campaign that has failed, you don't hear anything until the next campaign start. Is there anything in place, or that is up to the coach if they want to? And if they don't want to, then the federation itself don't have a problem with that. And is that the best practice?
Yeah, but I mean, there's no contractual obligation, you know. I don't think a coach should come out and speak on his own. You know, we have a technical committee, and I think the appropriate thing is for the media to engage with the technical committee. But I agree. I think it would be good for communication. The truth is that I really have not involved myself on those technical matters, but I think that from a communication point of view, certainly, if I had the capacity, I'd be talking about it, because, I think it's important to be transparent on those things, and understand. It can only help us to get better if we have conversations with the public. So, I would encourage it. I think it would be a good thing, for the technical persons to have a discourse on it with the public.
Okay, all right. And so, I'm getting a little bit more information. So I don't want to seem like I'm going back and forward. But this is the obligation. I think this is section 51, the obligation relating to dispute resolution, which you referenced earlier on the matter of court. It says the confederations, member associations, and
that's
league.
the section 51 of FIFA.
Yes.
The FIFA constitution.
Yes. And league
51,
shall agree to recognize CAS as an independent judicial authority, and to ensure that their members, affiliated players, and officials comply with the decision passed by CAS. The same obligation shall apply to the football agents and match agents that are licensed by FIFA. This is no 2, because you have 50.1, 51.2. It says recourse to ordinary court of law is prohibited unless specifically provided for in the FIFA regulation. Recourse to ordinary court of law for all types of provisional measures is also prohibited.
Yeah.
So it is saying that footballing matters are not supposed to be taken to the court by members.
Right. By members, yes.
Right.
And that's a important word.
By members. So the clubs are members.
Which clubs?
All the clubs aren't all the clubs not registered, who are registered on the COMET system that is there. All members of the parish association.
That's not a member. Of the parish association,
And then so they're which would make them now members of the MA.
No, membership of the MA is very clear. I think is Article 11 or something like that, speaks to who the members of the MA are, which are the 13 parish associations, the interest groups, which is like PFJL and so, and the 4 top clubs of the last season of the Tier 1 and the Tier 2 for men and women. That is what that is membership is defined.
Okay, I see. And that is according
that's
to
a membership of JFF.
But that is a membership of JFF. Okay, so not all clubs are members. There are but they can be affiliates. Are they not affiliates either?
Well, I don't know if you have any. The Constitution, I don't think defines affiliate. Does it? I can't recall.
Because 51.3 says the association shall insert a clause in their statutes of regulation stipulating that it is prohibited to take disputes in the association or dispute affecting leagues, members of leagues, clubs, members of clubs, players, officials, and other association officials to ordinary court of law, unless the FIFA regulations are binding. Yes.
Yeah. So those leagues would be leagues under the direction of JFF. So in other words, if you have a corner league, man, would that be a league that apply?
I think if I register with my parish, then I think it would apply.
It should apply to the parish constitution.
Which and right, so that would make me, because remember, if I play in a league, in a corner league that is registered to my parish, and I get banned for 6 months, that goes into our JFF league as well.
Well, I don't know. I mean, that would have to be legal interpretation. I know the law is.
Okay.
So I'm not going to have to talk about that. I can speak about what I can speak about directly. And I don't talk about things that I don't know about. Right? So that's the quickest way of getting the problem. Right? So can't talk about that directly. But certainly, I can speak about the direct membership. And as to how you define the other things, that's for a lawyer to tell me how to do that.
So my question then is, not every club in Jamaica is a member, is a recognized member.
No, because, and this is the funny thing about the Constitution. The membership is defined as positions in the league. So you don't have club has a permanent membership.
Right, because it's top 4. Yes. Yeah.
4. That's how it defines it,
But that
it's
is
top 4.
But that is problematic now, Mr. Chung, because here's why it is problematic. It means
it might be problematic.
Let me tell you why I believe it's problematic. Why I believe it's problematic is because all other clubs can take the associations or even the JFF to court then, and matters in the court of the land.
When you say all other clubs, what do you mean?
Because they are not members. So the Constitution speaks to members. So you understand what I mean? So if I'm in the Division 1,
I understand what you're saying.
Yeah, if I'm in Division 1 and I have a problem, instead of go to CAS, I could go to, which is what this club did. I can just go to the court of the land, and the court of the land make a decision that really goes against what even FIFA's constitution have there.
Well, the main decision making body is the court of the land.
Yeah.
So is the court of the land is the main decision making body. So I mean, but I understand what you're saying. It can create a problem.
Yeah, because no, what the court of the land has said to St. Catherine FA is that what you did is unconstitutional. So this team must be reinstated. When St. Catherine took the decision, they were taking the decision based on what they have as a constitution from the federation. And they said, according to the constitution of the federation, you should not have taken us to court. So we remove you from our league.
Yeah, the lawyers have to argue that, I'm not competent to argue that. You understand? So I'm not going to argue that. I don't argue what I don't know about. If you want to talk about finances, we can talk to you about
that. All right. Well, other financial matter, talk to us. Give us a little bit about your, the new, because a lot of people are saying that if you had your subscription at $2, more people would have subscribed, and they said they didn't get to watch the Peru game, and the Peru game were in February, and they paid for February, and they couldn't watch the game on the JFF Live.
No, because we have to go based on contract. No, the Peru game was on a JFF live, but we could only air it in Jamaica based on the contract. I remember that game is not our game, you know.
Yeah, but if we hear it in Jamaica, what about the people overseas who pay the $9.99? That is what the people are asking. I live in Canada and I pay $9.99, and then people in Jamaica watch the game and
but we are not the ones who produce that game. So we get under the contract, we get to be able to air it in Jamaica. That is what they have allowed us. You understand what I'm saying?
Okay.
So we can't go against that because we don't produce a game. It's not we produce a game. So it's not our content. So what we can air
right. So what that
is
means,
the content that belongs to us.
All right. So what that means then is if I pay $9.99 for March, I don't necessarily will get the 2 games in March. I can only get one because the one in St. Vincent it doesn't belong to the JFF.
Exactly. Right. The one in St. Vincent don't belong to us.
Okay.
Right. So right. In fact, we might based on the contract, we might not be able to hear none of them because remember that it's CONCACAF games.
Okay.
The games are CONCACAF games.
True. Well,
it's not our games.
Let's look at the friendly games because the girls have 2 friendlies against Mexico in April.
The friendly game, right? So those games now. So the Mexico game, based on the contract, we've been able to negotiate that we can air it in Jamaica and the Caribbean.
Okay.
You understand?
So the Mexico game.
Right. So what we do, you know.
But you know that most of the people, you know, who I let me just say this. I would want to think that most of the people who pay the $9.99 live outside of the Caribbean. But they can't get the content.
Yeah, but when the games that we organize, right, are our games. I mean, they will get it. But you see, the problem is that it's not our game. So the games that we organize, we can do it, but we can't go outside of the contract. And I mean, yeah, well, I'm not go there. But I mean, maybe that's how we have to do it.
Okay, I see what you mean. Understand what you mean, you know? Yeah, because you don't control the rights to those games, so you can't show them.
Right. Because what happened, you know, remember that those people pay for us to be there. So
right. Totally. So maybe what we need, what my suggestion then is that you should sell games more than monthly subscription.
Well, we have other things that go on the channel, you know.
Okay.
Right, we have a lot of other things that go on the channel.
But are those other things?
Most people
are those other things members only? Because remember, you know.
Yeah, man, members only. Yeah, man. We have other things that go on the channel that are members only. We're going to have right. And even for the games themselves, there will be even the games that we don't have access to broadcast live. We definitely will be when the game is gone, you know, we work out our arrangements so we can hear them. But also the fact is that we do things leading up to the games that are members only.
Okay.
Only members can see those things.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Makes sense. Well, you have answered some things.
Yeah.
I mean, you spoke to the referee stuff. I would love for you to really get a hold of the court ruling in St. Catherine and be more abreast with the situation and kind of come and explain, because I find it very
I mean, the other thing to management, this is a court matter, you know, so I don't really want to discuss a matter in the court, you know, which applies to me.
Okay.
So be careful.
Well, no, but the matter, what I'm saying that the matter has been resolved. The court has basically thrown out the matter now, you know, which is why the league has stopped. Because
that's true.
The court has already made a ruling. What the court has said is that, listen, the reason you stopped them from participating in the major league is because you said they took you to court, and UFA are saying that The Constitution says if you take us to court, you cannot participate in our league. The court is saying that, but that is no longer a part of, because the St. Catherine FA reference
it is a
FIFA's
part. It is a
constitution.
part of JFF. Yeah. No, it is still part of FIFA constitution.
It is.
Yeah,
Oh,
man. It is still
well,
part of FIFA
well,
constitution, which is why I don't understand.
the lawyer
I
never
trying to
know. Well, the
understand that.
lawyer never know what go on dead, because the court actually told the
It is a
lawyer that
part
it
of.
was taken out of the constitution, I think, in
No,
2017.
no. It is still part of FIFA constitution.
Okay.
So
Okay.
I don't know who the lawyer was, but
This is very strange.
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah,
All right.
Yeah, man.
All
All right. Yeah, man. All right. Thanks,
So
Mr.
enjoy.
Chung. Yeah, man.
Man.
So the
All right.
21st
Cool.
and the 25th Sabina Park, what time?
7 o'clock.
And tickets are all on sale already. Carib tick.
Tickets are already on sale. Yeah, man. Yeah.
All
No, not Carib tick. You just go to the JFF site.
The JFF side.
And then click buy tickets. Yeah.
All right then. All right. Thanks, Mr. Chung.
All right. Yeah, man.
Yeah,
okay.
Man.
All right. Good. Yeah.
All right. There you have it, people. I can read the rest of the the thing for you. I have here as well the press release from the PFJL. I'm going to read that, and then you can call in. I think I have it here. It says, the Professional Football Jamaica Limited, in collaboration with the Jamaica Football Federation and the Jamaica Referees Association, has successfully resolved the recent issue of match postponement in the Jamaica Premier League due to unavailability of referees, following productive discussions over the last 48 hours. We are pleased to announce that the matches scheduled for Wednesday and Thursday, March 5th and 6th, 2005, will proceed as planned. The Jamaica Premier League is the heartbeat of football in our country, impacting countless lives and livelihoods. We extend our sincere apologies to the fans and to all those affected by the postponements last match weekend. Rest assured, we are committed to ensuring such interruptions do not reoccur, stated Chris Williams, chairman of the PFJL. Michael Ricketts, president of the Jamaica Football Federation, emphasized the JFF remains dedicated to upholding fairness and balance in all aspects of the sport. We are excited to witness the return of matches in the fiercely contested Jamaica Premier League and urge fans to show their unwavering support. Expressing delight at the positive outcome of the recent dialogue, Valdin Legister, president of the Jamaica Referees Association, affirmed the association and all its members are thrilled with the resolution reached during the past 48 hours and are fully prepared to officiate matches. And then you have the schedule of matches that are there. All right. You can, if you want further inquiries, you can speak to Mr. Owen Hill. I must say kudos to the persons who were a part of this, who kind of worked to ensure that this was done. Indeed, I think it is important, vital, and pivotal, because it is our top league, and we don't want, we really don't want this to be the pattern that we see the league taking. So I am glad that they have reached an amicable solution in short time. I think that is good, and that is worthwhile. We're going to try and see if I can get the CEO or the chairman. Hold on a sec, people. Let me see who I can get. I was trying from before, but let's try again. Yeah. Yeah. So, but good stuff. I'm glad that that has been done and that has been resolved. Yes, so you have the matter of also Cavaliers taking on Inter Miami. They are in Miami right now. They had their training session this morning. Voice stand. You send a text, you can send a text. Yeah, man. If you send a text to the number, if you send a WhatsApp text, it will come through. If you have to send a WhatsApp text. If you send it voice stand, then I will get it. You understand me? So you can send that text right now. Let me see if I will get it and then I can read it. Or you can call in as well. You can call in if you so desire. Listen, I didn't do my regular welcome at the beginning, so let me do that as I await someone from the leadership of the PFJL to come on and speak to us on the good thing that has happened and how they work diligently to make this happen. But welcome to I Am Sure Sports. We didn't do that because we had to get Mr. Chung on quickly. I am Manning's man. And I want to ask you to make sure that you hit the like button. And if you have not yet subscribed, please go ahead and subscribe to the platform right about now. This video is powered by Prestige Finance. Yes, you need a loan. This is the place to call and reach out to. And Trick Nick Catering. Yes, Prestige Finance, lending a helping hand when you need it most. You can call them at 876-884-7390. We thank also Trick Nick Catering and Restaurant over there in Canada. Yes, reach out to them. Brampton, in fact, over there sell a wide range of product to make your meals delicious. Yes, and spicy with authentic Jamaican spices and herbs they use to make their products. All right, we're going to try and reach out and see who we can get. Let's see. Let me just mute for a minute. Let's yes, and see. All right, so we'll get through. So in 5 minutes we'll have someone we will talk to about that. That is like 5 minutes after 6, because 5 minutes is 5 minutes. Big up George Preston. You understand me? Voice stand. TY up Rob Simmet the Great outside. Rob Simmet, Jason Guna TV, bless up. Jason, you understand me? Daniel Simmet, big up yourself. Jackie, bless up. Parish Council, Conrad Smith, bless up yourself. Man of Steel, bless up. Badger, Chris Wayne, Drew Fortis. Soldier, bless up yourself. You see a big side drop ball in the Champions League. 7-1. 7. Yeah. So big side drop ball in the Champions League. Beat team, but 876 Drum Rock. Bless up. Raw. Hey, people, you see all them youth here. A big ball of this, People, man, tell you this, Yeah, man. Dennis Rowe, big baller, bad left footer, around 6 feet, man. Skill, kick it like a rocket, fast like a bullet, But them man never take the football serious. That trip to the Emirates will be something. No, man, we can rest some players and think next week and think. Also, Leon Bailey opened the scoring for Aston Villa in their Champions League game as they won their game. Tomorrow, though, I'm looking forward to the massive matchup tomorrow. I think that PSG, Liverpool goes to France to take on PSG. I think that will be That will be a good one. You understand me? So Liverpool, yeah, do your thing. I think the second leg of the Atletico Madrid, Real Madrid game will also be very interesting. I think that will be an interesting tie because the second game will be played on Atletico Madrid's patch. I still believe that Arsenal needs a striker. I don't think Mourinho convinced me today that he can get the job done. Dortmund will travel to Lille to play them. Inter Miami is the only Italian side left in it, and they will play against Feyenoord. Bayern Munich and Bayern Leverkusen will meet in the all German clash, and Benfica will host Barcelona tomorrow. Where are you going to get a striker? We can't sign a free agent, Jason Guna. I don't know. Are you not allowed to sign free agents when the window closes? We can't talk to them one of them Monday down Saudi, one of them forward, Ivan Tony. I wonder if them can cut him contract and he understand me become a free agent or for me. I don't know. Yes, indeed. Yeah, man, big up Leon Bailey as well. Big up Leon Bailey because sometimes these things are not mentioned. And listen, one of the artists that we have to big up, is Bounty Killer because I think the Leon Bailey, he has done some work with the Bellevue Hospital, because mental health is a very serious thing, right? Yeah. All right. Yeah. So yep, donated like $500,000 more when he come on international break for Jamaica. Yeah. So he has been giving some money. Okay, so you're saying that this Champion League squad I'll name already? Okay. Okay. So he could not be a free agent, could not be added. All right. Jesus coming back by Easter Monday. in Nature, where you get them fasting there with Jesus in there's a different. Oh jeez. That's a different Jesus, sorry, just Jesus. Whatever you want. It's a different one. It's not the Arsenal one. The Arsenal one going to be out for a year, man. I don't think we'll even see him playing for Arsenal again. Yeah, maybe by quarterfinals. Aren't they're supposed to come back and play by All Fools Day, the 1st of April. So we will see. We will see. I know that 66 million for Sesko. And that is probably something that Arsenal can do in the summer. So, like I said, you have heard from Mr. Chang. I'm just waiting to get through to one other party who can speak to us on this matter of the referees going back to work, which is a good and big thing. I don't know if any of you can check this out on Military Guna, the Academy League that's going on, and I'm telling you that the Mount Pleasant team is playing some good football. I must say that Mount Pleasant Academy team looks very good. I think they're playing against Cavaliers and Ballers and the Moby and the Harborview and all of that, and they're dominating them, scoring lots of goals. It would be interesting if they were supposed to play some other academy teams at the same age group outside of Jamaica. What that would look like. Yeah, but Leon did well. He did what he was supposed to do. He opened the scoring. He was tracking back a whole lot. You understand me? We have to give credit. Modern day football, and not every team requires that same kind of coming back defending of their wide players. Not every team. You know, I don't really see Mbappe like tracking back to come and defend kind of a thing. So it's how the coach have been playing, but I thought that was a brilliant one-time strike by him today. And I'm telling you, when he's in form, he's a top player. He's a top player when he's in form. Yeah, I felt like the person that scored the goal, that was the ball that was cut back, it was, yeah. I couldn't see it properly, but I felt like it was, that man was his responsibility. You know? And there are a lot of players, like Jonathan David. I wonder how good is that striker, because sometimes I don't trust the strikers in France. Yeah. That's one thing I can tell you, that his desire is to qualify Jamaica for the World Cup and to win the Gold Cup. And I think that is achievable. You understand me? Yeah. Jonathan scored every level. Which every level? You thought when I say every level, or he scores in France. All I'm saying is that sometimes the strikers in France, um, unless you're gonna look at like Mbappe, right? Which is sort of different. I don't know. You think Jonathan David could? Would you like Arsenal? Would you take Jonathan David? Would Liverpool take Jonathan David as their striker? Would Arsenal as their striker? Would is he better than the strikers at Chelsea? Would he replace? Would he replace? I don't know. Would he play at City? I don't know. All right, you all believe that you'd, yes, Nitro, to what? You take it. So if you had Benjamin Sesko and you have Jonathan David, which one are you taking at Arsenal? Nitro. Boss, I didn't mention Mbappe, Jason. Easy. But Jonathan David has 8 goals and 4 assists from 13 games in the Champions League this season in the boss. So I am not saying that he's not prolific. It's in the Champions League, but I'm asking if you had Nitro, if you had Benjamin Sesko and Jonathan David in the summer and you had to take one, which one are you taking? You understand me, Rapsibit. If man go say something bad, we are talking about the man charitable work, and the man God. You see your farm God? We're talking about how good it is and how these things are not spoken of. This man has given so much money to Bellevue Hospital. And I used to wear 876 Jamrock God. I don't know. Who are some of the top strikers who have come out of? Well, Olivier Giroud was big, because he did a lot at Arsenal. Benzema, yeah. Um, Mbappe. You could say even Griezmann, Antonio Griezmann, good. Hold on a sec, people. Let me see what this is the call that we have been waiting. All right, people. So we have managed to get in touch with the president of the Jamaica Football Federation, Mr. Michael Ricketts. He's with us today to just speak a little bit more on the resolution to the matter of the referees. He's a suspect. He's probably Mr. Chung has probably handed over the chopper to him. That's a helicopter, because I know they're probably moving those things. Because I know Mr. Chung just took it home and it was sent back to the JFF office. So Mr. Ricketts is probably just boarding. You're boarding the helicopter, Mr. Ricketts? I'm telling you, there he's probably. Are you boarding the helicopter, Mr. Ricketts? Because you're airborne. We're getting some.
I am actually hearing you clearly.
Okay, I'm just checking to see if you have boarded the helicopter that's taking you home, because Mr. Chung just sent it back up to the JFF.
Well, I don't know anything about that, unfortunately. I would have missed the opportunity to use the helicopter to get home. But I'm actually hearing you very clearly, sir.
All right, wonderful. Well, thank you for making yourself available to be on the show. Always a pleasure having you on. And I know that the people also like to hear from you. Yeah, man, like to hear from you. Now, on the matter of the PFJL and the referees and the Jamaica Football Federation coming to an amicable solution, just talk to us about that and how instrumental, a role you played in ensuring that the people get their football back this week.
Well, the truth is that, I was a little bit disappointed, at what would have transpired, for the simple reason that the JFF was not even aware that there was a pending industrial action, for want of a better word. My disappointment really lies with the action taken by the referees without consulting with the leadership of the JFF, because we are the regulators. We run football. We're in partnership with the PFJL, and if they are having issues, we embrace a discussion to ensure that whatever issues there may be, those will be amicably settled. But all's well that ends well. I think appointments have been made for the games tomorrow and on Thursday, which would suggest that normality has returned. So I want to thank all the stakeholders who have participated in the process of getting things back on track. A number of persons were instrumental in, like I say, ensuring that things were returned to normality. The GenSec, Chris Williams, Donovan, from PFJL, Rudolph Dean, the chairman of the competition committee, David Shalom himself, would have, and of course, friendly guest,
Legislator,
and of course, the director with overall responsibility for referee, that's Mr. Malcolm. So, like I've said, all's well that ends well. Everything is back on track, and we are expecting full resumption starting tomorrow.
All right. You made a very important point, and thanks for that response. But you made a very important point, which is that the JFF was unaware of what was happening, and I think I think Mr. Chung said it was brought to his attention over the weekend. All right. So one of the questions I ask him is just going ahead. Is there any regulatory framework that could be put in place that matters of this, like there's a constant dialogue and reporting so that it doesn't get to displace the next occasion.
Right.
Either the PFJL and the JFF, the GenSec at some level or the president at some level, have some sort of dialogue where there is an overview of what is happening in the league this month. Because there are also clubs, I would say this, because there are some clubs who I have talked to who said that they are not getting the monthly amount of monies that were up to them and would not want them to even take any sort of action where that is. So is there a way for you to know what is happening? So if there's a problem coming down the road, you can begin the intervention, and it doesn't take, you know, a weekend of game not happening for the JFF to finally hear and come in, like, you know, with extinguishers.
Correct.
When you could have done fire prevention. Yeah.
Correct. That's exactly what the thought processes are right now, to ensure that there's not a repetition of anything of the sort. So, I mean, we all were a little bit disappointed, but I want to reiterate that the JFF and referees, we do have an excellent relationship. I mean, whatever would have triggered this kind of action, we were just very disappointed. But things are back on track, and in fact, we are supposed to have and this meeting was planned before all of this. So I'd asked just to have a discussion with the panel referee, and the meeting was set for 11 a.m. tomorrow, and this was done probably a week ago, not knowing that we'll have had to do some damage control.
Sure, yeah.
But, you know, we are excited at the prospect. We are getting down to crunch time in the Premiership, and we just want to ensure that everybody, all the stakeholders, continue to give their full support.
Okay. All right. On the next matter, because and here's what we're asking these questions, because there are many persons out there that believe, like, whenever there's an issue and the president of the Jamaica Football Federation gets involved in it, the issue gets resolved. All right. So why isn't he involved in the issue way before it becomes an issue? Because whenever there's an issue, people believe that once you get involved, there seems to be some sort of resolution and everything gets back to normal.
I try not to micromanage, and I think I'm blessed with the skills of having the right people being placed in the right position. That's a blessing. Because, I mean, when you look at the persons who have been assigned to having portfolio responsibilities for different aspects of the football, we just have some very, very competent, loyal, and committed people. So, I mean, I try not to micromanage, but when it gets to the stage where I have to intervene, then I do so without any compromise. Yeah. This incident, I was only made aware after the referees, decided that they would not show for game. And then we got together. Like I said, I would have named some persons who were integral in the process. So we just thankful and want to stay loyal. We're all in this together. So we're not going to cast blame on anybody. It's a collective responsibility when we make decisions at the JFF. So again, I must express gratitude to all those persons who, like I've said, participated in the process of ensuring that things are back to normal.
All right, awesome. All right, there's the next matter that people. So the reason I call you as well, outside of that, is that people are saying that a lot of the teams in St. Catherine are saying that, please, Mannies, you can't get the president to come and help you because the football, we started the competition, we're preparing, we're spending money, and now the league stopped and thing. And it had to do with the matter with Royal Lake and stuff. Are you abreast of what is happening there? Is there any,
Yes, I am. I had discussions with the president this morning.
Awesome.
In fact, she went to court again yesterday. We will get that machinery rolling soon. And it's just unfortunate very, very unfortunate what's happening in September. And it's hurting the sport, it's hurting football,
Yeah.
it's hurting the communities, it's hurting the parish.
Yeah.
So we really want to, with some level of alacrity and urgency, get the St. Catherine matter behind us so that we can start playing football.
Yeah, because again, what happened is that is the teams because like I said, some of these teams were preparing, and as far as they are concerned, this is like what you call the lower levels where it is personal monies, and this man here, it's where the community is involved, and when the game stop, it
That's correct.
affects a lot of
That's
things.
correct.
It affects a lot of things,
Yeah.
and some of them are
Yeah.
wondering, what are we going to do? We have not played in 3 weeks because of this
Yeah.
matter, and looking for a speedy resolution. So if there's anything you can do, any intervention, to get it going again, I know that,
I sure will, sir. I sure will.
yeah, man. And talk to us about, Lionel Messi scheduled to come. How big is this for Jamaica's football? Cavaliers play.
Huge.
Yes.
Huge. In fact, Cavalier plays the first leg in Miami on Thursday, and then the return leg will actually be at the National Stadium on the 13th.
Yeah.
Massive, huge. It could very well be, I know Pele was here, but it could very well be the biggest name in football that would have graced the National Stadium. So this is no ordinary achievement. I mean, some persons who never had an interest in football are now wanting to go to the stadium because Lionel Messi will be here. So it's good for us. It certainly will socially impact. A number of communities, people are so excited. But we want to just stay humble, stay focused, get things right on the day, and hope that Cavalier will do well and come home with all 3 points.
Yes, yes. I think it will be very interesting. I think it is just the buzz around the game itself. And like I said,
Yeah,
probably one of the greatest
is.
in the game to come to Jamaica. It
Correct.
is, yes. Yes, yes. So that's big. That's big. All right. Like, listen, again, thank you for coming on. I know it was very impromptu, but I know, once
Yes,
you're
it was.
available, we'll.
But I'm committed, sir, to supporting your program.
Yeah, man, we know. I didn't. Boy, I hear all kind of horns and stuff. I don't know in the area of all different. I didn't know. I didn't know. I didn't know that.
Oh no, so I tell you,
It's
actually a motorcycle.
I didn't know that traffic above was so busy.
I'm not at a football game, and I'm not at a political rally. I'm just driving.
All right, we will not discuss anything political.
Okay, man. Thanks for having me.
Thanks for your time, Mr. Rickett. All right.
Okay, sir. Good.
All right, that was Mr. Michael Ricketts. He's the president of the Jamaica Football Federation. Earlier, we had Mr. Dennis Strong, and both of them has given credit to the persons who were in the room negotiating, from the head of the Referees Association to the head of the PFJL and the competition committee head, which is Patrick Malcolm. They call him Pacha out of St. Elizabeth. And the general secretary, the president, and other persons involved in club. So that was good. That it was resolved. I am glad that there is football, and but we need to get some football in St. Catherine, right? BAM Sport. George Preston was asking if you played for Tivoli. I responded to him and said that I know you are a cricketer, but you were the 5th string goalkeeper at Cavaliers at some point in your youth days. I don't know that you actually got a game, but I did tell him that you were a goalkeeper. Yeah, you may have kept for a Rivoli, or maybe you're a reserve at Rivoli as well. I don't know. So you can come on and answer for yourself. Yes. And remember, Mr. Michael Garden had recently said, he want to come and speak about some investing stuff. So we're gonna have him on. And also Mr. Errol Stevens. He has written a book. Looking forward to have him in on the program. Yeah. In the near future. Oh, and yeah, man, they saying that Tivoli used to have a ball and named Man of Steel. That this one. No, he never played in the JPL, Jamrock. He never played in the JPL. I don't think he played in the JPL. It was probably youth football or the lower tier. Yeah. Bam Sport. Welcome to I Am Sure Sports. Good evening, sir. Good to have you.
Yeah, good afternoon, mornings. Good afternoon to your listeners.
Am I spreading more rumors, sir?
I'll just leave it where it is. But I never played for Tivoli.
Yeah, but you were at Cavaliers as a goalkeeper at some point in your career.
Yes.
And Rivoli.
Yes.
Yes. All right. So there you go, people. How many games he played? Only he alone knows.
Let's just work with whatever the pastor said.
Yeah.
So yeah, monies, man. Happy that the matter has been resolved and football will return on Wednesday and Thursday and going forward. I think only one game will be played tomorrow though.
Yeah.
That's the game between Mullines and Bear Phoenix. At Arnett Gardens. I think that's probably going to be a televised game,
I think that is Mullines' home game.
Go again?
That's a Mullines' home game.
Yeah, it's Mullines' home game.
Yeah.
I think that should be a televised game. Based on, because I know that on Thursday, Arnett will play Chapperton and Racing will play, I think Dunby Hole, So that's at Arnett. So those games will be double header. So usually, like normally have the double header and then the single header the previous day at the same venue. I guess it's easier. But yeah, I'm happy with the fact that matter was resolved.
The one thing I have a problem with you, sir, is that the one thing I have a problem with is why did it take I don't understand. Wednesday. Oh, Mullines and Fear, yes. And Mount Pleasant Waterhouse. That's at Draxall, Humble Lion, Tivoli. That's at Effortville, Racing and Dunby Holden. And Moby and Harborview in Moby and Chapperton and Arnett. I figure that is a double header, yeah. What I don't want is that both the president and the general secretary at the JFF said that they were not aware of what was happening until the strike actually took place.
Yeah, man. I think that's I don't know if unfortunate is the right word, but it's quite shocking to me for that. I mean, especially in the case of the president, saying that with the head of the referee association, which I suppose he should or he could. It was like I never felt that it had to come to this for the matter to be resolved. Like when it reaches that stage, I think the football is in a really sad state.
Yeah, because I'm saying that because based on what the president said, they even have a meeting schedule. The referees, there was some meeting schedule before all of this, right? And so there seemed to be dialogue. Why wouldn't something, you understand me, just something be said like this, and we are having this unrest. We're thinking about striking. We're not going to turn up to see if the matter could have been resolved before. Or, I don't know. I just felt like, glad that it has been resolved, but somebody has to know what is happening, who is involved in decision making, to kind of step in. And maybe the PFGL and the JFF need to work closer together so they can always understand what is happening, what are outstanding payments, in the league where they're struggling. E- even if they're not going to intervene, but at least they're aware of what is going on, that if they can, they will. Yeah.
Yeah, man, is definitely agree with that. But you know that I have some delicate sources, and my understanding is that the communication was taking place, and it reached a point where there was a response from the persons who were supposed to pay the referees, and the
That
referees
triggered
didn't
this.
kind to that response to an email, and that's how we ended up where we are at this point.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. I see Anthony MG saying, any update on the St. Catherine Major League? Well, there is supposed to be a meeting this evening with the clubs. That is the next problem too. And like the president did say that the president went back to court, think on the same matter, but there's a meeting with the clubs this evening. So I figure at the end of that meeting, you're aware of that, BAM Sport? But there's a meeting this evening with the clubs in St. Catherine in the league. I don't know what decision will be made out of that, but the president did say that the parish president went back to court on the matter with Royal Lake. So I think that is the update that is out there. This one says, who knew that the great Michigan from Michigan and Smiley was a goalkeeper at Tivoli? I think he either won the Manning Cup. Yeah, man, Michigan was a goalkeeper at Tivoli, indeed.
You're saying that they went back to court again?
Today, yes. So I thought the matter in the court was resolved.
Oh, okay.
I thought it was resolved, but there was some hearing that took place again today. And there is a meeting this evening with the clubs and the parish president from my sources.
This evening? Hold on.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to make some calls and see if I can get a fly on the wall in that meeting. I wonder what time is that meeting?
I don't. You know what? I don't know.
I'm gonna send a message and see if I can get a fly on the wall in that meeting. 'Cause I need to know what's going on, you know.
Okay.
I'm gonna send a message and see if I can sneak a fly in through the window.
Yeah. Yeah, but I still need to hear from some of the clubs as to why the league cannot be played. If a decision is made about a team, all they do when if the team is able to play, they come in and play. Why can't the league go on? How is this affecting the other teams from playing? Because if you play the next round of game, it doesn't affect the team that is going to, if the team is supposed to come into the league, they just would have 2 games in the back. If they are not going to be in the league, it continues. So I think games could have continued. Or is there an injunction and the court has decided that the games cannot be played until the matter is resolved? And can the court, which is what I was trying to find out, can the court of the land actually stop the league for these reasons without the JFF intervention? And matter of football, what takes precedence? The FIFA rules governing playing or the court of the land? So can the court says you can't play any football until we fix this matter? Or the JFFs can say, no, the football can be played and you fix that matter in the court. That's what I was trying to find out from my earlier call.
Well, I suppose it probably would have made good sense to wait until the matter is resolved totally before they proceed with the competition. I would think that that's probably the best thing for them to do, to just let everything be resolved, and then they proceed with the competition rather than to keep going, and then they probably would have to halt right in the middle or something like that.
They keep going. Oh, but look like we lose. Yeah, but what if
No, but I'm
matter
saying
take a
it's
next 2 weeks?
probably better for them to. No, I'm saying it's probably better for them to stop and have all the matters resolved, as opposed to keep going, preempting an outcome, and then you have a different outcome, and then the whole thing has to like probably go over or something.
Yeah, but what if the matter is dragged out in court?
I guess that would be an unfortunate consequence.
Understand me? That is not the thing, you know. But maybe you know, maybe it's not a bad thing that the teams have gotten a little break. Let me just come back to the Premier League. Like you know, maybe this will help, like a team like Mullins to kind of get back things together, and Veer as well, because this I think the team that loses this game is going to be either relegated or just escaping relegation. But the team that loses this game will be one of the relegated teams, or the team that missed it by the skin of them teeth. The team that loses this game. I think the team that win this game.
I think regardless of the outcome of this game, one of these teams is going down.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. Well, one team is already out, you know. I think, you know, I think Cumberland is relegated. So it's just one more team to go.
Yeah. I think that's a reasonable assumption. Based on, I mean, when you look at it, a team has only won 3 games out of 26. It's kind of difficult for you to see them winning like 4 games out of 13 now. You know, so I mean, but like I said, I think one of the major challenge for both Mullins and Veer is that they are conceding a whole lot of goals. Like both of them have conceded probably the most goals in the Premier League so far. The only difference is I think Mullins has scored more goals, but I mean, when you're almost certain to concede a goal in a game, you almost start behind the 8 ball.
Yeah. And that is it. That is it. But Veer scores a lot, you know, but they concede a whole lot, like you said. So that's the problem with these teams. Humble Lions concede a lot. Let me check what. Let me look at the stats here for Humble Lion. Humble Lion, they are minus 27. Veer minus 30. Mullins minus 23. So Veer has the worst.
The reason why Mullins have minus 23 is because them scoring more than the rest of them.
Yes.
But they concede a whole lot. I think Mullins probably concede like 47 or 49 goals.
But you know that Mullins and Veer, they are the 2 teams that have lost the most games.
Yeah, they lost like 14 games, right?
15, because even Humble Lion has not lost. Humble Lion has only lost 14 games.
Yeah, because Humble Lion drew a lot of games in the first round. In the first round, they drew like 8 games or so, you know.
Oh.
Yeah, they drew a lot of games. So even when Duki was there, it was just towards the end of his stint that they started to lose a lot of games, you know. As prior to that, they were drawing. I think in the first round, the only team Humble Lion defeated was Mullins, you know.
Okay.
Where they won that game at Jacksal 1-0. But even though that's the case, they had a lot of drawn games. So that's it.
Yeah. I mean, what are your thoughts, Bam, on the Cavaliers versus Inter Miami? You see any way that Cavaliers, because listen, Inter Miami weren't Inter Miami the regular season champions in MLS last season? Last time around? Like they had the best regular season record, though they weren't the
I
champion.
think so.
Yes. So can Cavaliers?
Yeah, but they did well in the regular season. But I mean, to be
Yeah.
honest, like mine, man, like, all right, so usually the whole idea is that, when you play in these kind of competitions, when you go away, you try to get a draw or maybe get a win, or usually teams will sit behind the ball and try to defend and whatever. I mean, if Inter Miami is gonna play Busquets and Messi and Suarez and there's a player that they got on loan from Celta Vigo, I think it's Tejada or Tande or one of those names. He scored in the game against Kansas. That plan is not going to work against them, man. It's like there's no way you're gonna sit behind the ball and defend against Messi and Suarez and those players. Eventually they're gonna score. So I don't know if that plan would be an effective one. But I would like for them to keep it as close as possible heading into the return leg. I mean, I don't know, playing at home. I'm not sure if they'll have the home advantage because majority of the people who want to go to that game want to go and see Lionel Messi. So that's kind of strange in a sense. But I mean, I expect them to give a good account of themselves. I mean, first time when they played Cincinnati, I could say they were a little bit inexperienced. Being the first time they're playing this competition, but quite a few of these players would have been there before and they understand. I know with Mr. Speed and his team, they always try to come up with some sort of plan. Hopefully it involves them getting a good result. I mean, but the idea that people think that they can go there and just stay behind the ball and try to draw the game or to not, or to stop Inter Miami from score. Like, I've watched quite a few Inter Miami games to know that hardly any team is ever going to stop them from scoring. They will lose, but it's not. They won't lose games as a result of not scoring. They always find a way to score goals. I mean, and so especially in their home turf, I don't think you're going to stop them from scoring over there. But I mean, the closer the result is heading into the return leg, the better it will be for Cavalier. But I also think, I mean, outside of that, I think the opportunity that these players will get to go up against one of the top teams in our region and represent the country or represent us as a nation and themselves and, get the opportunity to play at a high level is also good, and it's one that should not be overlooked. But I wouldn't be picking Cavalier to go to Inter Miami and win either. I don't think there's anything in football logic that would say that. I mean, also Inter Miami have not lost in their last 8 games. They have been quite good. The same can't be said about Cavalier, even though they have been up and down and they have been without some of their key players. But Cavalier did add a player from SB Robin Hood, which is Jamal Richters. So I think he will add some quality to their team and help them to be able to compete better against this Inter Miami outfit.
Because I believe that the Inter Miami team is better than the Cincinnati team that Cavaliers face in terms of at least scoring.
And like man, I'm telling you, like maybe in defense or maybe in the defensive third, Inter Miami probably looks sluggish. But whenever they come into the attacking third, I'm telling you, Mannings, it's almost like with some different players. When they get into that area of the pitch, you can really see the quality of those players, and it's gonna be tough. No one can deny that it's gonna be really, really tough. But I'm hoping that they can go there and give a good account of themselves.
Yeah.
And who knows?
Maybe the youth of Cavaliers, I don't know. Maybe because last year they also had like Ming and Gadiel Irwin in that team. Because they have lost some of the players that were in that team.
Yeah, they got those players. I mean, they have some younger players now, but again, these players I don't think are the most experienced either. So could be a challenge for them as well.
Yeah.
Could be a real challenge.
Duckland says, does home advantage depend on the location of the match or the amount of support you have? For example, if more people in our stadium are cheering for Inter Miami, then who has the advantage? I don't think there'll be more people cheering for Inter Miami. I think what you might have is people cheering for Messi. I think, yeah, right. I don't think
That's going to be Inter Miami by extension.
I think people are cheering for more like Messi, like they want Messi and the ball. I don't think the result, like if Inter Miami lose, I don't think people will be disappointed then. So they are not really supporting Inter. Like if Inter Miami come on ball Cavaliers and Messi don't play. Yeah?
I think they'll be more disappointed if Messi doesn't play.
That's what I'm saying. So it is not about Inter, because if Inter loses and Messi play, Jamaicans are still going to celebrate that they saw Messi. If
I agree.
Messi don't play and Inter drop 6, people are going to be vexed.
Agree. Either way, I think if Messi plays in Jamaica, regardless of the outcome, I'm sure Cavalier will be smiling to the bank.
JPL fan says Cavaliers has a better chance than many realize. Many JPL fan. JPL fan. Boy, I don't know. You have to explain to me what you mean by they have a better chance. What do you mean by better chance? Maybe you have to explain that to me. I need an explanation.
Yeah, I'd love for him to explain that as well. Like, I'm not saying that they don't have any chance, I just think it is going to be difficult for them to get a result over there.
What's what you talking about? But Pele and Santos come play Cavaliers and Cavaliers hold them to a 1-1 draw. The great Pele. Which Cavaliers did play them? Cavaliers and them draw which 1-1 with the great Pele and them thing there. Eh? So many times they talk some things, I don't know wrong with Soldier, Soldier wrong with them, man. So they have to get the information them correct, Soldier. What wrong with you, Soldier, man? You come like me realize that from Manchester United, drop out of the top 10. Soldier look like talk so properly, KW Media says Inter ensured to rest Messi on Sunday just for this game. I don't see Cavaliers getting anything out of the game.
Oh yeah, he didn't travel to Houston.
Yeah.
And the Dynamos were livid. Even though they lost. They were more upset that he didn't travel than they lost.
Yeah, that's the point I'm making. Duckland says, people, if Cavaliers, I might give a man on this stream for money. And what are you talking about? If Cavaliers what? If Cavaliers get a point, you can't say I might. Where's the Duckland? If Cavaliers get anything out of the game, meaning a draw or a win, you'll give every man on this stream $1,000. 1,000 what kind of dollar? Boss, I them Monday for one party and thing boss, man. Careful, what $1,000 Duckland? Me don't know what Soldier talk about, boss. Nope. No Cavaliers did not play against no Pele, boss. I know Cavaliers team did play when Pele come in. I don't know what Soldier tell me about. The invitational team, boss. So I don't know what Soldier tell me about, El Granier. I saw Soldier stay, Soldier talk some things when I really go sign. Yeah, it would be good to also see Ian Frey play against these players as well out of Jamaica. It would be good to see him out there playing. Let's see if he will get, a spot in that starting 11. But it would be good for him to play. Yeah, as well. I think that would be good. Yep. Anything else? Yes, Pele played in Jamaica. Pele played in Pele played in Jamaica. Who did Pele play? It was the Cavaliers, boss. The Cavaliers invitational teams. Where's Soldier? Me tell us sometimes, Soldier. You see when you try to make point? Let me Brazil Maestro, Edson Arantes do Nascimento, holding up the key to the city, which he received from Mayor of Kingston. Let me read. Kingston, Councillor Emerson Barnett, before the start of the match in 1971 between Santos of Brazil and Cavaliers invitational teams. There were invitational teams. Soldier.
Listen, they played a two-time Pele come at Jamaica in Oman's one.
This that is
Pele come 75 and he come 71. After I retire 70, he come two times.
This one
in play Santos invitation and he come play against Cavalier invitation.
So Soldier, that me just you are telling people that them play Cavalier. You know what an invitational mean? You have players from
invitation, they pick up players from different places.
Yes,
play.
So
different clubs.
Yeah, so how you put that in there? Say,
but you behave like they never play Cavalier, but in a real matter, an invitation, a Santos invitation. See, when he plays 75, when he comes 75 with Santos, you have man like Oxford, you have man like Kill School, and all of them, and they come down and play. Come play. So me I think a two-time but you're not like say what you were saying to me.
Soldier.
No, you're not acting like you ain't come and play against Cavalier.
Soldier, the man never play against Cavaliers. He play against Cavaliers.
Invitation, but a Cavalier same way and Santos invitation. A Santos same way.
We're wrong with Soldier. We can't wanna Soldier, listen. We are here talking about Inter Miami versus Cavaliers. You said
yes, because this is a competition match. This is not a friendly.
You said that Cavaliers will get something out of the game. You use as your reference to say that well, the great Pele came to Jamaica, come play against Cavaliers, and the match ended in a draw. Suggesting to people,
1-1 draw.
Suggesting to people that is the same way this Cavaliers team can get a draw against Inter Miami.
No, because well, true in high school group. When I talk about it earlier on, when we say they pick up club only sorry said they then couldn't really see team pick up club from Mount Pleasant and so if we play players from Mount Pleasant and the team if it come play and more be United. But they can't do that because this is a competition.
Soldier. I don't know what group you're talking about. I not talk about no group. Here's what you said. Man, Santos of Brazil with Pele.
Yes, I know what I said. I know me right.
Hold on.
No, but when you're not talking, like he never like him and he never come and play against no Cavalier. No Cavalier to you and say no money.
Soldier. No Soldier.
Because you have to look like since Manchester knows.
Soldier. Same thing I said. Soldier. This is what I said. Cavaliers will get something from the game. Management. Did you say that? Did you say Cavaliers will get something from the game?
But they will get something from the game of football, no money.
Okay. So you said that Cavaliers will get something from the game, right? You admit that you said that?
Yeah, man.
All right.
Yeah.
And here is why you said that. So when I responded, here is what you said. Here's what you said. Manning, Santos of Brazil with Pele and Cavaliers hold them to a 1-1 draw.
A 1-1 draw.
Watch this now, because we're talking, and you say, remember the great Pele, because we are talking about this match. Cavaliers team and the Santos team did not play boss. Cavaliers invitational played. That means the team had many players from other teams playing boss.
But remember, in that team, 7 players from Cavalier starting team playing that match, 7 of them play. Then take players from the Santos, and what is it? That another team of Franco, just town team. Them take players from, half of you. It says 7 man from Cavalier starting that game. So yes, they have will power them, but a 7 man from Santos starting that game.
No, they did not play under Cavaliers' name. They played under Cavaliers Invitational. Well, you can't get that. Yes,
they play under Cavalier Invitation. Of course, that's how they play.
So there you go.
Yeah, what we say 7, but it's Cavalier invite them. That's why they play under Cavalier name.
Soldier.
Man is man. Man is man. They play under Cavalier Invitation because Cavalier invite them.
So let me come back. Let me circle back around to what I said. So when Pele came, because when Pele came and played the Santos team at the end of his career, him come play Santos, him come play Cavaliers Invitational. So you are going to use that to say, well, this a game now, something is going to be got from by Cavaliers. That's what you were saying.
No, what I'm saying to you.
So
Miami is far superior.
Why did you say I need to remember that Cavaliers and Santos with Pele played in Jamaica and the game ended 1-1? Why did you tell me that? Tell me why. Why did you tell me that?
Why? Because football it name anything Cavalier can go there and get something from the game. Because football no bone dice them up here and Miami play football.
Okay.
When I be able like say bone dice Cavalier man them go play and Miami play football and them throw bone dice.
Okay, so you believe that? No, if you believe that Cavaliers will get something from the game, get a result.
Yeah, if one person when them then say same thing. If Mobile United when them then say same thing. If Waterhouse when they, I would say the same thing because I'm just one. Let me ask
you now. Which team Dodo play for? Steertown?
I don't know which team Dodo play for.
All right, so I don't know. So test a play for Limal. All right.
Limal, yeah, we know that.
So you believe so right now if Limal is going to play against Manchester United, Limal will get something out of the game. So they might travel go Old Trafford. Limal will leave tomorrow to go play Manchester United at Old Trafford. Would you believe that the ball is round and Limal will get something out of the game?
No, I not say but anything can because I see non-league team can beat Manchester United too.
So
team where man we are up and building side.
Let me ask you again.
Listen to you.
So
but maybe say you ask me something.
But
I said to you say anything could happen. Anything could happen.
Just answer my question and let it go. All right.
No, me tell you say anything could happen.
But let me just ask a question.
Me tell you say anything could happen. You ask me, I tell you say anything could happen. You ask me say if Neymar going to Manchester United tomorrow.
Soji, let me finish now, man. We can't give you a whole time for that. Let me finish. So you believe that Limal right now can beat Manchester United? Yes or no?
You see, football is a make me not anybody beat anybody for not giving the money.
That's but so
no matter our team supreme, our team will beat them.
Soji, let me ask you a question. Do you believe
if Manchester listen, you must say to you, if Manchester United come out there and don't turn up, they will lose. Because we see
all right. I'm gonna let you finish, but
listen, me I say to you. Listen, let me finish what I'm telling you.
But you don't answer my question. So here's what more you to do.
Me just answer you. Just answer you.
Soji, you don't answer me. Me go make you talk. Me go mute. Me go make you talk. I am asking you. Ask me if Limal go play Arsenal, and me will answer you. Ask me. Just ask me the question.
No. Make me finish ask you. Me no want to tell you. You're not going to tell me if I ask you because you say.
Let me tell you this. Limal cannot beat Arsenal, whether the ball square or round or triangular. Go ahead and make your point.
Yeah. But you must say this to you now. I'm saying to you, I see a non-league team. You must say non-league team 1 year come and beat Manchester United. I see a non-league team beat team where you play them around on building site. Around building site. They not have club. It's just a part-time because that's how FA Cup go. It's just a part-time. And those players, a man will go pub, go drink, and then come win. So these things can happen in football.
Which non-league team beat Manchester?
I remember a team name where we beat them. And one come and lead Liverpool, one love score and Liverpool win the game 2-1. But all the people them cry when the goal score Anfield. You know, because they score on Liverpool first. And then the next man they then come back to the Europe and then building site and push the barrel. So these are things happen.
Soldier, you see this nonsense? Because some time we grew up, you know.
And the nonsense.
No.
When me say this to you, man, me say football, any man beat anybody.
Soldier, I'm tell you this. A lot of us grew up in life and we hear certain things.
Well, it's all right. Sunday, we can't take a beat Old Trafford Sunday. That's the only thing I tell you. Me we lose every match, but remember Sunday. No matter how me I play bad, I mean I play. Remember Sunday, I can't take a beat now Old Trafford Sunday. Just remember that. So you may make sure you tell from earlier. Sunday can take a beat now Old Trafford Sunday.
Okay, boss.
You score 7 tonight. We are going to see we are one there. Oh man, then score 7 tonight and can't do that Old Trafford. Remember me tell you.
All right, so Soldier,
don't get your beat now Old Trafford.
All right, not a problem. Here's what I'm saying to you, Soldier. We grew up sometime we hear people say, well, ball round, you know, so anything can happen. Soldier, may you know, if you take the prep school kids them and go put them up against Manchester City in a competitive game, they cannot beat the Manchester City. So don't tell me that ball round and anything can happen. Me not believe in that. No ball round. You really believe that the Jamaica under-20 female team can go beat Manchester City in one game right now? Because ball round, Soldier?
No, we're talking about two. Anything can. Depends for them come out and approach the game. And it depends for them come out and approach the game, man. Because sometimes some team approach some game, sometimes you have to wonder if the same team them what you see.
You know, the Soldier, me just realize you're to back foot. Me just realize that, you know. Come here, I wonder, me just realize the way there. That's why you sound someone. Me realize the way there. We just figure out a way there. Big up at me. So you know what? You should just tell me some management, you know, some of the X-Place. I'm only about that pressure is hard. We just figure out a way there, Soldier, man.
All right, man.
You have a juice. Is that juice you have, not you?
Right, you know, easy. Not easy, you know, my brother.
But big up.
So
big up.
Big yeah, man. This is the question.
Say Sunday, me come for me beating.
Yeah, man. Come take a beat and go back down.
What if anything can happen, you know? Anything can call ball run. What if you lose?
What's it?
Anything can happen, you know? What if you
know, you say Arsenal can beat me at 3-4 of Old Trafford, you know.
So what?
You hear me say?
You say, yeah. What if you lose? What are you going to do if you lose?
What I'm saying to you, don't me just tell a man say Arsenal can come beat me at 3-4 of Old Trafford. That's what I'm just saying.
Oh. So you trust your side? Do you trust your side to beat Arsenal?
Then when them up against the big side, then turn up.
Yeah.
But your side are better team. You are the better team. Arsenal is the better team. But them have attitude when they come to play against Liverpool, Arsenal, and then team then turn up.
When last you beat Arsenal in the league?
Well, me draw with you now so remember say from my house.
Soldier, when last you beat Arsenal in the league?
That's the one that when last me beat them in the league, but me come a year come beat you 2 times
Soldier, when
since
last
year.
you beat Arsenal in the league?
You know, really matter me beat you in the FA Cup and knock you out the FA Cup.
Soldier, when last you beat
Still
Arsenal in
a
the
football.
league?
I'm not check on that. But me, when last me beat you, day that me beat you. Me beat you sincere.
Okay.
Me beat you sincere. So that I greatest thing. Me beat you sincere no matter where me want to beat. Me beat and now your yard me come beat you, you know.
Do you think this coach is better than Ten Hag?
But now what kind of thing man is, man?
I'm asking you. Me just ask you. Seriously.
No.
Him not better than Ten Hag?
No, me not see him better than Hag. No, me not see it. Because when people look on him and them record, and what the reason why me not go ban time, and they want to come until the season finish, and him and them force him to come, that's why they can't find them, force him to come, and him come in a regular season, and want to change the football style of playing. He just see Bruno have to come out and say, nah, I play, then adapt, and he look like a one way him can play, he know for coach. So he look like, you know. But
Okay.
you look a boy want to sell me we play and when he get experience, a 17-year-old boy from Arsenal. Why want to sell a good looking youth like that?
We never sell him, Soldier. Him finish him scholarship and him say him now resign. We never sell him.
Oh.
Why
Very good player.
So why no Lego the hottest thing in Spain right now? Why not do that?
Anthony couldn't go on, man. He can go and shine at Spain. He can't go on because now do nothing for my side. Rashford is the only man me never want to leave.
But Malacia play against Arsenal today and did very well. How no me call him the ball of the leave?
Well, him not Manchester. Him not good me my next one to me. Him good at certain club. Man is man, some player can play good at some club on it when they play for you know. You see somebody when they play for Arsenal, they know that you can't afford if I see him. Play them come from Arsenal. Some club just big and some play.
Okay. So you say the Manchester jersey too big for Anthony.
Yeah, Anthony and Marcia we want him. They bigger than them. Look on when you Dubai. Look how them when they come out for them no good. Look on the player like Diego Forlan. When he come to Manchester United, he can take you. Arsenal team bigger than some player. When someone come at Arsenal and then go, they may not if nervous, they're nervous. A different player from where you see them, I want some club I run up and down and a fire. Certain coach can coach Arsenal because if they come Arsenal up, you're whipping them and get Arsenal. Arsenal club brand too big for them. Certain manager can coach their team.
That happened to Sterling?
Eh?
That happened to Sterling?
Why but Sterling play a big club in play a City and play, but me don't know if I big Arsenal big on him because so when me don't know what happened to him, that's in Arsenal. Because Arsenal, you see, let me tell you what people don't understand, man. You see, Arsenal and Manchester United and Liverpool, then team they carry so much pressure. When they put on them a jersey, you can go higher and they on your back, you know.
Yeah.
So some player come at Arsenal, they will have some club and man say, yes, we buy a good player. When he come at Arsenal, you want if I see him play, you really look for.
No, I know that every player, no matter after them leave Manchester United, in the last couple of, they look so good. Look at all, Wan-Bissaka. The man look like a star.
Yeah, but the man, but when he look like a star, but I don't know. Maybe the formation where man
Chris Smalling leave Manchester and go down to Rome and go turn big thing.
Yes, because they will do that at them team because some team come with pressure. You know, you're right, King said when you come a man you want to put on your jerseys, a lot of pressure upon you, and he said that a beat only by player. All right. Look on some man, look upon David Bentley. You see when as they left Arsenal, then done, only by player then done. When they left Arsenal.
Okay. So if you could get a coach now, who would be the right coach for run the Manchester United project here?
Right now, we coach. You see, like when man in chop chain and up if they not there, them have to get Willie Pala and next thing the coach. They fill out Van Nistelrooy to finish the season. That a mistake the Manchester United make. They didn't make Van Nistelrooy finish the season.
Van Nistelrooy down a Leicester, make Leicester go struggle and make Leicester go get relegated.
Yes, they must struggle.
Him did
but Yes, because you know why? You know Manchester inside and out. Remember, he play in a 5 match he play for Manchester and Tetenaga. He win 4 and draw 1. You know what a better record than that?
Okay.
He win 4. It's just like all of that say my man there, you know. Arteta, you know, it's a good man to get because see the man with the Aston Villa now perform. See did have Arsenal and Arsenal Jackie too heavy for him, he couldn't shine.
What you mean, say? Oh, you mean Unai Emery na bring you go final at I think the Europa League in a Baku? What you talk about?
They're on the fire. They're on the fire.
And not because the Arsenal jersey too heavy. Because the club wanted to go in a different direction. It had nothing to do with the weight of the jersey. A Manchester United jersey alone feel like an iron when you put it on. Arsenal jersey, Arsenal jersey light. Manchester United jersey heavy. Manchester United jersey heavy.
Me happy for Arsenal today, you know, because they're sure they're going to top it now, you know. Well, Aston Villa stand a good chance because they win 3-1. So English team, let me back them. So in a Champion League, not feel away, you know, me cheer for Arsenal in a Champion League answer, you know.
Yeah.
Because England ain't come from. So me cheer for Arsenal and Aston Villa, all of them. So me would mind a 2 team from England end up a final.
Yeah.
So, and me would mind Arsenal win because you see true, my sister then can't win it because them right now, if we like man like Fergie, they are Old Trafford now a play against this and Liverpool they were then there. Remember me tell you say me no Arsenal they win because when Fergie then prefer because Manchester then prefer Arsenal win the league more than Liverpool win the league.
If Fergie did Manchester United in the selling game to Arsenal.
Me not say more sell, you know, but you then prefer before you then prefer Arsenal win the game because you know Liverpool win.
You gonna make Arsenal win the game?
Yeah, man. You know, they make prefer Arsenal win,
if you gonna make Arsenal win, sell the game.
He not gonna come out publicly and say sell it, but you know why Liverpool win it. You see Gerrard 1 year. You see Gerrard the 1 year. I don't know if you remember when Manchester United win the league and Gerrard turned back the ball and give Jabba and the style and Jabba come back and score a goal. And them and win the match because now I'm Manchester United. You don't remember that game there?
Oh, you know, say that Gerrard had the soul. Oh, you get them conspiracy theories.
Why you turn back the ball? So you saw God good, you saw God great. The next year, they in a position to win. And he might come and the ball slip from him and the Chelsea youth, the African youth, they get away and come score 2 and kill him, make you hold of them ball. Because Suarez ball even in the water when that happened to them. Yeah, man.
Soldier, so I tell you talk about TV.
Yeah, man, they don't joke me. I make then you do that to Man U now win the league because I never want Man U win.
No, Chia said
in prefer Chelsea win.
Chia said the following year the man will come and him ball slip from him.
The following year, yes, he slip. He slip and the man get actually remember the African youth. Him slip the other year. He Suarez ball, the whole of them can't believe it. Ball in there water, man. He slip. So we said, yeah, man, like him, you think God asleep? Same thing go up to you, man. Yeah, man. When they prefer Arsenal win the league still, there's a God when they prefer Arsenal. Man, I would love Arsenal to win the Premier League. More than what you want Arsenal now. Arsenal have dropped some points and lose some silly match. Because if Arsenal win a league,
which match them lose? Which silly match them lose? Which match?
When you go drop points against,
yes, they lose. Which match Arsenal lose?
When you draw lose, you lose for me, you know.
Oh, that's what you mean. Okay, yeah.
You know. Because when you draw, and lose, you lose for me, you know.
Okay, yeah. Say when we draw, we lose. Okay, I understand you now.
Yeah, so the man them drop some points where they not for drop, man.
Okay.
Because me down there a cheer for them and me say, all right, you better than win, you know, better Arsenal win. Because man, you people don't love Arsenal to win more than Liverpool.
Okay.
Okay. So that's why more Arsenal, there's a God man, but man, you now go get relegated. I would prefer them make Liverpool. I would prefer Arsenal win and score and 3 goals, but they said them have to beat Liverpool though.
Yeah.
I want Liverpool lose because I would love. I don't want the Man U man come and run hard for Arsenal. I want Arsenal. Yeah, me is a Man U fan, but I want Arsenal win the game That's Arsenal can close the gap on Liverpool.
Okay.
And Liverpool lose. So
Okay.
that no have to happen because I wouldn't mind them win Arsenal winning league.
All right.
Because I can't manage Liverpool. Because they might go 20 with me. They might come 20 with me now and that they want.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right.
So all the OP man, all know about Manchester, we say to play them, say, you want make we say better we don't play Arsenal hard. I make say if we can then can close the gap on Liverpool. But at the other side, them have to do their job.
Okay. If somebody Duckland say if you want them bring back Fergie.
Yeah, man, better they make Ferguson come there in a old stage and come there with him and them still because I know say Arsenal they are better for them stand a better chance Sunday. Because Ferguson maybe then going to change room and say guys don't have to go, they go play every match you know play a cup final. So they go out there, go play a match in a cup final. Yeah, man.
Yeah. Big up yourself, you know,
Yeah, so more Arsenal approach the game like a FA Cup final, them play with Manchester United and win the game and close the gap. Me don't know me now Liverpool win here, man.
Okay.
Me glad we City can stay within there. So Arsenal we step up.
Wanna play Liverpool already? 2 times?
Yeah, man, we not go draw with them, but Maguire not dash for a goal, man, when we get a chance to kill Liverpool, man.
Okay.
And kick the ball over the top, man.
Okay.
You know. Me vex, man. When me see man no win the game, man.
What your favorite drink, Soldier? What your favorite drink?
Drink anything, you know.
No, come on, man. Like if somebody like you're there at the bar and somebody go buy you a drink, what vodka, whiskey, rum punch.
No, man. You see me as a Guinness, man.
Okay.
But if you go to me, I drink shot, me drink Cavalier.
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 Give me the right name, man. I'm a Cavalier, man.
So then we drink. Sometimes we drink Black Daniel.
Oh, Black Daniel or Jack Daniel?
Yeah. No, you have Jack Daniel and you have Black Daniel.
Oh, okay. Okay. So you don't drink the Jack Daniel, you drink the Black.
No, me Jack Daniel, me not like Jack Daniel.
You drink the Black Daniel.
And yeah, I have one name called him. You ever hear about the monkey shoulder?
Monkey stroller?
Yeah, monkey shoulder.
Monkey shoulder.
3 monkeys upon the back of it. Yeah, man. But I tell you, me get them all the way, but me not drink them.
Monkey shoulder, monkey what?
Monkey shoulder just like the shoulder where you pay your shoulder.
Oh, monkey shoulder. Oh, no, sir, man. Never hear about that. I'll me hear about a Malta and Apple J.
No, me no say you don't know you drink them still. I just saw you go and Scotch shot. me like bells still. Maybe the bells too. But me love bells.
You like bells? You're JP, man. You like bells?
Yeah, I love bells.
Okay.
And you have,
so you have monkey shoulder. Bells. You have bells.
Yeah.
You have Guinness.
Holy drink. Holy drink you have, man. All different type of drinks. All different. You have so much different Smirnoff. You have so much different Smirnoff where you have.
Okay.
Kind of Smirnoff and them thing there. So many drink.
Duckland said when you call in a liquor you talk about, I look like you're an expert on the liquor business. Be a top shelf.
Loads of different different drinks.
So when you mix up all the juice now, you mix up some monkey shoulder. What you mix up the monkey shoulder with?
No, me have them, but me not drink them. Me not drink monkey shoulder. But me not drink now like Sunday.
I not drink it.
No, me give people and then come on my yard to drink it, but me not drink it. Me put it on the table for them take and drink with.
So
when they want teachers.
Okay.
Teachers, so me put different drink for people. So me have some champagne, me have over 15 years now in when I post here, man.
Okay.
A champagne from 2010.
And you have some rendezvous as well.
You have rendezvous all the while, man.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And we have so much different type of
So
drink.
when you come back Jamaica, man?
We
buy you a drink, man.
I can watch champs and the fan champs go watch the Jamaica game.
Okay, me if you buy you a drink, man, but you know, say me not really drink them. They drink the way you drinking, like Malta.
You drink them, yeah, Malta, man, you know.
And Shirley Temple, them the thing them me drinking.
Yeah. Well, we can understand, nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And some Cyril beer, yeah.
Cyril beer.
And lemon beer.
Mm. Because no, but if we go to Jamaica now, if we go short, because when we go to Jamaica now and go short, now me have to there around certain people if you drink certain drink, but me there around certain man now me not if you give me a Guinness because me about drink a Guinness because certain shot, certain man now go can manage because you tell man say you want double this, double that. And me have to just consider it theme packet, man can't do it. So me can buy him, but him maybe he can't buy. But when we go among certain people now, we can't add anything we want because me know say me not put pressure upon him.
Okay.
How is the man will come and having one look $5,000 when he buy first round a drink of in can drink buy second one, no? You have to look on that.
I see some people like them just like throw the rum, like the white rum in a one little thing and just like tequila. You know the thing
tequila.
No, it's like how them drink the tequila and a little thing like them take a shot of tequila. What me see some people like put the white rum in and stuff like that and just drink it like a tequila. That's dangerous.
Go. Yeah, man. All right. We just so man. All right. Me have a bridge when he in Perry. When he in Perry, them man there. If you can bottle of white rum, go give him now.
Mm-hmm.
Them man not drink white rum with chaser. And then man will drink a quarter white rum. If you spend 2 hours with him, he drink man alone drink a quarter rum.
Okay.
And then man they not drunk.
You put water in there.
And say, what? No, them man not use chaser. They not put nothing at all in the rum.
Okay. They just drink it.
Nothing at all. Right. Just drink it like that. I go Wales a football match, me and him and so other man. And by the time we reach Wales, he bottle of rum done. And he not give nobody none.
All right.
And give nobody none. That's so them man they drink.
Okay, all right.
Right, them man they put them man they can't drink. Them and they not drunk. Because you're going on in England, you know. You see a pub open, that's why I'm telling man, say, I don't think nobody can drink like English people, you know. The pub open 11 o'clock and shut 11 at night, and the man them come there and drink. And when the man them come, even pub them and them drink them big pint, you know. Remember me telling you, it's like when them run a race, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, you just a whap. So man I go football match and
whap like a skilly bang.
Yeah, me say to the man them say, you go shot, then call it. When the one where you attack, then call it you go shot. Then just show it and turn your head. And man, him come for go match. And me say to the man, him say, all right, see a drink on your white rum.
Manchester United fans, them, not true?
No man, you a fan alone. You will be a fan. And then just before when match your play,
Soldier, look how long I make it up. When you go to the pub, the Manchester United fans here at the pub, Soldier.
Yes, yeah.
So Manchester United. What are the soldier, man?
Yeah, but
what are the soldier, man? Finish and them. A Manchester United fan going with them drinking there. What you see?
No man, Arsenal and Tottenham man. Them
you are go to London, leave and go to London to go watch Arsenal fan. Them when them drinking at them pub.
But you have Arsenal man and Manchester see you know. You have Arsenal fan, only Liverpool fan, you know, finding out in a Manchester, and if they have that, they have to keep that to themselves.
It's all into if you ask if you drink Fireball.
Man, tell man, say only cursing and J's, me not drink, man. It's only cursing and J's, me not drink.
Oh my God, so big up yourself, you know, so big up yourself. Yeah, but yeah, big up.
So when I said, English people, you know, you see like them all go match now. That's why they have to fight, you know. Then come at the pub them and then drink, and then go match and can sing and make a lot of noise. So one man carry his father, them come and say at them birthday, some say try the white rum. You see, I left them after left the two man the two white man in a pub, and when after when match finish and then come back, the man then still the taxi will come everyone carry them, man. Drunk can't wake. Yeah, man. Cause then just a drink of white rum and think I like a pint with suffragette like that and think and say nice.
Yeah, but so the drink I wonder what the drink with. Somebody just send me a cover CA talk.
Yeah.
Yeah, but me not see not name Black Daniel, me say Jack Daniel.
Yeah, man, you have Jack Daniel too, man. You have Jack Daniel. Daniel, like come on. I just recently me see the Black Daniel. You know. Just like how you have a black label. Whether you have one name black, you have one name black label, something like that.
Me never hear about
whiskey me attack,
yeah, but me only hear about Jack Daniels. Me never hear about Black Daniel.
All right. You have a drink will come out named Gun Trump. You never hear about Gun Trump. I will put liquor there we don't know about Mannings, man. You have a liquor named Gun Trump. So I will put liquor there we don't know about, you know. Dan Perrier and them type of whiskey there. You know.
I never hear about Black Daniel yet still, but you say it out there. We now go running down still come
yeah, man.
Somebody say me need to save a. Somebody say I need to save a blue nun for you. What is it? You know a blue nun?
You know. Well, me don't know if I went to blue nun, if I one of these, if blue nun, if I the one of the blue Smirnoff from attack.
Okay.
So many different type of liquor, man.
You know what me think you attack? Me think you attack Johnny Walker Black Label.
No, you have Johnny Walker Black Label different, man. That's a whiskey.
So what is Jack Daniel? Jack Daniel no whiskey?
Jack Daniel a whiskey too. Yeah, a whiskey too. Yeah, it's a whiskey too.
Me don't know about nothing named Black Daniel Soldier.
All right, you know me, when I come to Jamaica, I okay, when I back to come give you can give some friend when they come. Me okay, I back to come give.
Like an empty bottle. Like an empty bottle.
No man, that's it. You suppose you come and somebody come in, you go to one grave digging, you can't go give person them. You know, you can't go give them, nothing wrong with the feet. You can't don't figure them. All right. You know, say you have a thing named Guinness Red. You know you have a thing named Guinness Red? Mannings man. You know you have a Guinness. You know say you have a Guinness when you're Guinness Red?
Soldier, me not gonna know because I don't.
You may say to you. No, may I say to you, say, did you know you have a Guinness when you're Guinness Red?
But I'm answering and I'm saying no, Soldier, and I wouldn't know because I don't drink those things. What I am saying to you, those Soldier, what?
I was saying you can give you. I was saying you back like on show you one time, anytime.
But me not deny that. What more you send me a buckle of is Black Daniel.
Black Daniel, of course. But you can't back to come here, man. You can't back to come here. So if you go out at night also you can go give people them and drink it.
Soldier. Soldier. You know say me not really dig me not grave digging business. And the funeral and night and them thing there. And I'm my kind of thing that. Cause hear me I say Soldier. You know say if me not go to your funeral, nothing wrong, cause guess what? You not go come.
No matter about my funeral, man, because me not talk about dead, you know.
Then you just talk about dead and night and grave digging.
But I said that we not tell about not for me.
Sorry, boss. Anyways, here's what more you do. You see like how you say you send me a picture of the Guinness Red. Me want you send me
me send a picture of Guinness Daniel, Jack Black or one name.
No, man, I don't want no picture of Jack Daniel. Come and know that. What we want a picture of is Black Daniel.
Black Daniel, yeah, Black Daniel, yeah.
So,
send a picture of Black Daniel.
You know you can't say right as a dog, boy. A mistake you make, you know. You know you can't say that.
No man, yeah, Black Daniel, man.
So you know you can't say a mistake you make.
No, me make a mistake, me tell say me make a mistake. So me make a mistake, me not afraid if you tell say me make a mistake, me brother.
All right, you can't see. You know, say Soldier, Google me, I Google you know. Cause you know, say if I want a real thing, right, I'm a Google it. You think would I find it?
Suppose so.
All right.
I mean, for real thing.
Is a whiskey?
So I think so.
Black Daniels whiskey. All right. It's anytime you type in Black Daniels whiskey, what comes up is Jack Daniels Black Label. Or Black Label Jack Daniels. So what is the black version of Jack Daniels? It is Black Label. The most recognized bottle in the Jack Daniels family of whiskey is the Black Label bottle. All right.
Okay.
You understand me? So it's a mistake, man.
Maybe.
No, I know, maybe. Soldier. Soldier, I know, maybe you made a mistake, soldier. That's easy, no, man. You make a mistake, man.
Let me make a mistake. Yeah. Make a mistake, but me know.
You don't know. So you're not going to find a picture of send me. So don't worry yourself. I did Jack Daniel. But I go look at talking, you know. Me enjoy talking. Me enjoy talking to you, know, because you're full of fun. You understand me? So big up yourself. Yeah, man. All right, so champs.
I hope you tell them and them said don't worry. I hope you come turn up for your game at Old Trafford and try to take 3 points. Me like how man you Mrs. said they safe. I would then prefer you win the game and get that 3 points there. Close the game and Liverpool low.
All right.
I don't want Arsenal win.
And you said and you also said that there's something called Guinness Red.
Yeah.
Guinness.
Yeah. Guinness Red. Put that. Type in that. Guinness Red. Yeah. Type in that and see if you don't see that.
Guinness Red.
Yeah.
Guinness Red. Guinness Red. All right. What Mrs. Soldier is Guinness Red Harvest Stout, a smooth and alluring seasonal. Right? So it is Guinness Red Harvest Stout. That is what they're talking?
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
So a Wales me go see it. Only Wales me see it, not even in England me see it.
Okay.
Because when me bet a man one day for the pub and the man bet me, so me say alright where I bet, and when me bet him when an next drink come and go and check and see him say inventing Wales, the man couldn't believe.
And you know say
no, man.
You know say the 5th time you're gonna say this now. I mean now say it again. Big up yourself, Soldier.
Bless up yourself, my brother. Yeah, man, and one love, man.
All right. So easy.
Yeah, man, one love. Good luck Sunday.
Yeah, man. All right, boss. All right. So that
tell
was
the guys have to turn up and become more you win the game.
Yes, my boss.
All right, cool.
All right. That was a brethren, Soldier. It's a never that pressure, Soldier, man. Understand me? Hey, big up for yourself, you know. Everybody, big up for yourself. We did cover Manchester United not safe. So the referee has been paid. The league resumed Cavaliers. We talked about Leon Bailey and Arsenal and all of them things. Big up yourself, everyone. Listen, thanks for joining. Thanks for being a part of the show. I am Management. This has been I Am Sure Sports, and as usual, when you get to the end of the show, we say, hey, I have to say big up to Soldier. You know, very nice call. You understand me as we close. But when you get to the end, we say we are over and we are out of here.